Mischievous Mel, and I am here live at Rock on the Range, and I am with the one and only Miss May I. And sir, who are you in the band?
My name's Ryan. Play bass and sing in Miss May I.
I have to tell you, if you have not seen this band, first, you live under a fucking rock, and secondly, holy shit, you guys are too, like, you are a band that is like known from the Warped Tour scene, is where you grew up, but you're like crossing over, and I think it's fucking great.
Yeah, I think that all started here. We did Rock on the Range in 2014 when we dropped all right, we already have 2 records out since then, but we dropped a record in 2014, basically Rock on the Range weekend, or the weekend before, and then we did Mayhem Festival and Knotfest, and it just kind of, it stuck. We're one of the lucky bands that actually started in the Warped Tour side.
Wait. Luck had nothing to do with it. You guys are fucking awesome and wayly underrated. Because I am telling you, okay, I'm older, probably old enough to be your mom, okay? My daughter's 16, which is how I know about Warped Tour. Yeah. And I go and I see these bands, and I see you guys, I see Memphis, I see August Burns Red. I'm like, no offense to Slipknot, but they should be opening for you guys.
Yeah, and I think it's starting to go that way. I think the big dogs are starting to notice the bands from our side of things. We've all kind of stuck together the first, I don't know, it's been like 6-7 years of our career, because we've all been just pulling off of each other, and it's cool. We've got friends that are finally starting to get those opportunities. We did a 5-finger tour, we did an Avenged tour, we did Trivium and Kill Switch, and we're finally starting to get the cool credibility tours over here.
Yeah, you know, those little bands, you know?
Yeah.
No, now, who are you a fan of? I mean, you just said all these bands, but who do you want to share the stage with that you have not yet done?
Well, I saw your photo. I mean, I'm a big fan of the last 2 Avatar records. Oh, yeah. When we did Mayhem Festival, my buddy Ruben from Upon a Burning Body showed me one of their records, and I loved it. And we've ended up on festivals with them 3 or 4 times, but we always end up playing at the same time. You know how it goes. It's usually like that. At least 2 of your favorite bands are going to overlap at these things. So tomorrow at another festival up in New York, I'm going to see them because we don't overlap. I missed them again today. Our buddies in Trivium are here. We played at the exact same time as Trivium. So that's just how it goes. When you're working on the festival, you're definitely not watching who you want to watch. You're watching whoever's left when you're not working.
But you guys, you have a great crowd. You bring a pit. You guys have some of the best pits I've ever seen. And I heard you guys started out with I Hate Everything. I happen to love that song. So can you tell people who have not known about that song or that album where they can get it? And then we'll talk about your gorgeous ink.
Yeah, so Deathless is the record. First single was IHE. We did Advanced Warped Tour last summer. We're about 9 months into that record right now. And we played 3 songs from that record, which is kind of crazy considering we only got 30 minutes. And they've been going over really well. That's my favorite record so far that we've done, is Deathless. Opening with IHE is a nice aggressive vibe to start things off with.
It is. I mean, even the video is really cool, and I love the way you guys and other bands are dropping it beforehand, so when I get there, I can sing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you only got 30 minutes at the show, and we had done a Warped Tour where we dropped the song before we had released it, and we really just wanted everybody to know the song, or at least have heard it or had a chance to hear it. So, and now 9 months later, everybody knows it. So it's an easy one to keep in the show.
It is a fantastic song. Running short on time, so I want to talk about your ink. You have some of the most gorgeous ink I've ever seen. Can you tell me about your artist and your ink and what it means to you?
Yeah, so this is my buddy Tim Knight. I met him through a guy that we had gone on tour with, and he's up in Maryland. And he got like 60 some hours in this arm, and 30 some hours in this arm. This is a guy named Billy White, actually from here in Ohio, and I got him so long ago. Like I finished my arms really quickly when we were touring early on. I got my chest started by Tim recently, but it's taken me forever. I'm like too much of a wuss to get it finished. I've had it for like.
You can do it, man.
I just redid all my legs are done now up to my knees, so that's cool. My little brother's a tattoo artist. Caleb Neff in my hometown Springfield, and he started doing my legs. So it's happening left and right. It's over and over.
So if I ask you to drop them, it'd only be to help your brother out, right?
Yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah, that's all publicity.
Well, hey, I'm voting for it, but I totally want to thank you. Well, but before, are you sure you're not going to finish that?
I am going to.
Do you have it? Is your brother going to do it, or do you have something?
No, so the guy doing this one is the same guy doing this arm.
Okay.
And he lives in Maryland, which is another setback, being that I live in Ohio. So just to get tattooed, I got to travel 8 hours there, travel 8 hours back. But we'll get there eventually. What's up? This is Ryan from Miss May I, and you're watching Tattoo.com.